It's a pretty good zoo, said young Gerald McGrew, and the fellow who runs it seems proud of it too. But if I run the zoo... Oh, right, today's show. Hey, so last night I was reading A Hatful of Seuss, which is a bunch of Dr. Seuss books, 5, put together in one big book. That when I was little, this thing was huge, and now I can hold it in one hand. But yeah, it's pretty weird. This is gonna be kind of weird because I'm gonna have to hold this up to you and show you pictures, and it's not gonna be like. Can you see that? Okay. But cope with me if you can, please. I'm wearing my awesomely awesome leather jacket and my not so awesome SFOA shirt. But this thing is mine. It's way too big for me, but I love it. It's warm. And warmth is good in men. So. I was, as I said, reading probably the most famous Dr. Seuss story. Well, Cat in the Hat. And, I saw it, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street, which is that weird one where he sees a car go by or something, but then he turns it into, no, it was a horse, no, it was a camel, no, it was a camel with an elephant, and it was a camel doing an elephant. What? Nothing. I didn't say anything. Anyway. But, If I Ran the Zoo is a pretty interesting story about this kid, white kid, named Gerald McGrew. And he's at this zoo, run by a white guy, and he's saying it's a nice zoo, but if he ran it, he'd have other ideas of how things would go. Wait, I'm lifting this eyebrow, but I hate my camera. Anyway. So, first thing he says is he's gonna let all the animals go out to kill the people of the city. I really hate this camera. I'm sorry. He's gonna let them kill the people of the city. He doesn't like the city. Ignore the Facebook sounds if you can hear them. Sorry. Wow, I'm not looking at you, are I? Yeah, I'm sorry. Viewers, I love you. I love you and you. I don't like you. No, you gotta go. But you guys, especially you, you're cool, but you, no. Oh wait, didn't William Johnson do that? Oops. Anyway, so he says that he's gonna get a 10-footed lion. And all the white guys looking at that, he's gonna get some crazy hens. And so I'm looking through this thinking this is kinda cool. And then I see, that he's gonna hunt in the mountains of Zomba-Matant with the helpers who wear their eyes at a slant. He's being, what? So, here we go. You've got, obviously, Asian people carrying this thing. Slave labor for Asians, not cool. And then you've got this, and look at how they look. I'm really bad at this. Look at that! What the heck? I find this extremely, no, not cool. So, I just kind of saw that, and I'm like, wow, Dr. Seuss. He was, what was he? He was born, I think, he was born in 1904. Died 1991, so I can see why he was in a pretty stereotypical time, but I don't think it had to be as crazy as it is. On the next page, you've got like people who look like they could be natives, but it doesn't look too bad. They just got kind of weird hats. So he gets some goat things. They're called jotes. Then he gets this really cute deer thing, but it has like giant horns and it's scary. Then he gets these messed up people who are just like, they don't even know. They don't, look at that. Messed up. Extremely. But that's not all, because he decides that he's going to capture them. He'll capture them fat and he'll capture them scrawny. So he's just wondering with that. He'll capture a scragglefoot mulligatog. That's not a word. As in, it doesn't make sense as a word. Mulligatawny. Okay, maybe that's a tongue. Never mind. He's capturing this weird thing. From the blistering sands of the desert of Zind. This beast is the beast that the brave chieftains ride when they want to go fast and want someplace to hide. The mullet-mobile is a find for my zoo. And so is a chieftain. I'll bring one back too. And look at this chieftain dude. What's with that? What? You can tell I'm angry. I'm happy. Upset? Upset. Because my voice is getting messed up. Extremely. Okay, then he's gonna go to North Dakota. And then he's gonna capture this weird thing that looks like a crocodile, but isn't. Messed up feet, people. And then this is probably the worst part. The worst part. I'll go to the African island of Yurka. There's no African island of Yurka. And bring back a tizzle-topped tuft mazurka. That's kind of a song, I think. A kind of canary with quite a tall throat. His neck is so long, he swallows an oat. For breakfast on the first day of April, they say. It has to go down such a very long way that it gets to his stomach on the 15th of May. So, that's a while. That's about I don't know how many days are in May, because I don't know, like, that weird poem. Like, 28 days February has. All the rest have this, except for this, because it's cool. And then there's a leap year, and that weird thing. But, it's, you know, a while. That doesn't matter. But, so, here you have this quite a tall neck canary. And then, what's this? What kind of animal is that? Right? So I was thinking, are these like apes? No, they're Africans. I'm gonna just show you to that. Now, what astonishes me most, if I can get my finger, no, that, I'll just get this up to you. That thing right there looks like some kind of goatee. You know what I think that's supposed to be? A nose ring. So, you guys, and you guys are like, what? And you, person I don't like. I like you now because you know that's not right. Good job, you. You guys. So then you just got some weird things, but then he says in this big basket he's gonna bring back a gusset, a gherkin, a gasket, and also a gooch from the wilds of Nantasket. I don't think that place exists, by the way. It's Dr. Suess. And 8 Persian princes will carry the basket. What their names are, I don't know, so don't ask it. He's just gonna put 4 Persian princes into slave labor and not even ask their names. And, newsflash, Persia loses 8 princes, decides to become Iran. Away from the scary little kid named... I can't believe I actually have to go all the way back to see what his first name is. Yeah, I'm going back to the beginning. Gerald! Yeah, they ran away from Gerald. Okay, so then, this isn't major, but these cooks here, so obviously French. But then again, French best cooks. Well, depends what you want. Then, here's something interesting. And speaking of birds, there's the Russian. This is just horrible. This part, Russians cover your ears now. And speaking of birds, there's the Russian Paluski, whose head ski is red ski and belly is blue ski. I'll get one of them for my Zewski Magruski. And I don't want to show this guy. Here's the weird guy with the red ski, head ski. And look at that. That's supposed to be a Russian. Again, putting him into slave labor. And do you see all the bullets in the gun? What do you think this says about Russia? Now, this is probably my favorite page because it just has a bunch of these people. And guess what? Oh my god, what's this? It's me. No, it's a nerd. That is the origin of the word nerd. So, unless you want to call those people who you forced to do your you guys forced to do your homework, I think you might be one. Just kidding. I kid you. They don't really look like that, so they're not nerds. They're geeks. Basically that's the end of the racistness. This part's not so bad. Stereotypicalness. And then it's over. Yes, that's what I do, said young Gerald McGrew. I'd make a few changes if I ran the zoo. On a final note, I'm going to show you the page where his zoo is being epic-ish. So many pages, so big. Here you go. And I'll show you this interesting part there with all these people running. And if you look through the whole book, or the whole little, it's a little book, all the people at a zoo, Caucasian, white, not one African American, not one, I mean, you can't really have Asians colored, so I guess, but they're all, except that one, white, males. I'm not even kidding. You have very, very few females in this. It's specifically just white males. So, there you have it. And I'm not done. I'm not done. I know this is over this normal YouTube thing. But, although I'm not done, I'm done with part 1. I rhymed like Dr. Seuss.